Okay folks, welcome back, and decided that this area is just too erratic of a shape to really do anything productive with, so we've just moved the design up here. We've added a slightly larger rec room over here so that we can get a pool table in. This will be the bathroom here. We'll probably cut this off in the middle, so we'll have two, so that people don't have to share, like they're over here. And then we'll put the speed back on. Looks like our power has ran out overnight again. So we're definitely going to have to do something about getting more power. Let's take a look at our options here. Where is geothermal power on the research? Because that's what I was really holding out for. Geothermal there, it's 1800. So we'll get that after medicine. And I guess until then, we may just put down a simple log burner. It's 2 components. I don't particularly enjoy spending my components like this, but I do think it is at least somewhat necessary. Now then, woodcutter's bench, make granite blocks, do until you have, oh no, don't need that many. Guess 210's fine. I mean, we probably will need that many, just not yet. Now, I believe that's crafting. So who do we have who crafts? Just Rose. We'll put crafting to 3 for everyone. It's not particularly urgent, but if anyone has the spare time, I would like them to do it. Now, we're finding even more steel here, which is a nice surprise. Looks like Stevens is building that generator. Oh no, Rose is. So this will just burn logs, create steam. So it's a pretty simple generator. But it's going to increase our power income, and it should just help tide us over for night times when the solar isn't doing anything. Quite a bit of compacted steel here. Hopefully we don't hit another cave. Although this one does seem to be well lit. Seems like there's no roof over it. And how are we looking over here? Just an absolute ton of food. That's good. We want to be saving it up, not losing it. Okay, so we've made all the pants we need. Tattered apparel. You should have the option of new trousers by now. Yeah, there's new trousers all around. Ah, I think I need to do something about this, don't I? Is it restrict? No. Assign. Manage outfits. So what we need to do... Oh, smugly throw it away. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we need to edit here, and we need to make sure that they don't wear anything below 50%. So if we close that now, it should be like that for everyone. So anyone whose clothes become tattered, they will swap them out for something not tattered. We'll test that theory when Neme wakes up here. Okay, so it's the shirt that's tattered, not her trousers. So we'll prioritize tailoring again. Looks like she is making a turkey leather t-shirt. And these synth-reed things, we'll probably sell them. They'll still be worth something to someone, even though they are tattered. That is an awful quality turkey leather t-shirt. That is exactly what I would want to be wearing in this situation. So it looks like we're digging out storage first. I'm fine to just let James carry on with this. It's going to take him a while, but it's going to up his mining skill considerably. Okay, so we have all of the awful t-shirts, so the ladies should swap to those. It looks like we're now making the pigskin jacket. Now, we don't necessarily need the warm clothes right this moment, but we will need them pretty soon. We had the thing pop up, even if very briefly. It's nicer to have some nice light summer jackets than to not have them. The colony's still progressing on without any events. I'm actually quite surprised that Randy Random's being this nice to us. I expected at least a couple of raids by this point. But that's the nature of Randy. You never know what you're going to get. Hopefully this design works out this time. We don't get another cave. We did find even more compacted steel down here. If we run into anything else, I would really like for it to be compacted components, but we'll just wait and see. How's researching looking? I don't think we've actually done any of our researching yet. Hopefully Stevens will actually do some of that. Her research is on 2. We're going to put that to first. We want that to be her highest priority, because it looks like she's doing a lot of the cooking. There we are. Let's see how quickly this actually ticks up now. Yeah, that's going pretty quick. We're okay with that. So the eventual goal of Rimworld, for some people anyway, is to escape the Rimworld. It's to build a ship or find a ship and just get off the planet. Make it to happier places. And I think we will be attempting to build the ship, but I don't think the goal is to make it to happier places. I think Rose and her thorns will, yeah, they'll be looking for something else. I'm not sure what yet. But they already found their happier place, the Garden of Eden. If anything, it's probably building a ship so they can bring more people here. So they can go bring their families and say, hey, look what we found. It's absolutely fantastic. Come live with us in the Garden of Eden. What are we making now? Just cloth jackets, and then we'll make the hats. Okay, so I think what's going to happen, folks, is I'm just going to pause this here, and I'll bring you back when something interesting happens, because right now we're just going to be watching the colony tick along. So I shall see you shortly. Okay, folks, so literally just after we paused the recording, we got a trade caravan. That is awesome. And I've just noticed we have the smoke leaf is being stored up here in this place, which we actually don't want. Like, we want the smoke leaf to be stored. We'll trade with those guys in the morning. Raw resources, plant matter. We don't want plants to be stored in here. We want plant matter stored in here, so that the smoke leaf doesn't degrade. Now, James is our negotiator, so he's going to be doing our trading when he wakes up. There he is, he's awake, so we're going to go, we'll let him have his breakfast, and then we'll do our trading. Gumpy. Okay, we'll trade with Gumpy. So, we want to be throwing over stuff that we... Neurotine. Don't we need that for something? Yes, we want that. It's an ingredient to pretty much everything. So now we need to make back at least 1,300. I think we're just going to sell, like, all of our rice, because holy crap, we have so much rice. We'll sell the alpaca hide, the hair leather, the pig skin, the raccoon leather, like basically every bit of random crap leather that we have, because we have cloth, and we can make a pretty much infinite amount of that. We'll get rid of our cloth and synth reed stuff. No, not the cloth, we need that. But we will get rid of our synth thread, because it's broken and we don't want it. So it's going to cost us 600. But the stuff we're getting is, like, we can't make our medicine without it. And we can't produce it ourselves. So we just paid quite a bit of silver. But half of our economy isn't actually functioning yet, so that just is what it is. Once we get our smoke leaf production up and running, and then we should be fine. Our research is coming along quite quickly now. This is a lot of steel. I was not expecting as much as we found here. I think once we get the weapons workbench up and running, we'll be able to make a couple of weapons. We'll also have to keep an eye out to make our own components. And hopefully find ourselves a tailor to join the team. The other thing we're going to do is mine out all of this steel and replace the walls with granite block walls. Oh, looks like we have our first hat as well. Probably not great quality. Cargo pods, nice. What do we get? Orange soda. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. And now I miss the 90s. Because every 90s child misses the 90s and only we remember them. But that's the end of our trading, folks. So we will continue to forward time. See what happens next. Alright, folks. So we have a few more visitors here. Looks like just the 3 this time. So we'll hang around and see what they think of our place here. You might be able to hear my cat in the background. I'm very upset that I'm not paying enough attention to her. We've made a considerable amount of progress here on mining out the future base. Got the cold storage rooms done out, so that's pretty nice. We still don't have many blocks made. Like Mila made 20, which I think is just like one batch. We've made plenty of cloth, which once we get carpet making, we're going to go through that real quick. It can take like thousands of cloth to do large areas, and we have 115. Because we finished making jackets and hats out of it very recently. Looks like this woman wants to trade, so we'll send James to trade with her. Being a negotiator that he is, he's just a lovable guy. So let's see, they have pemmican, we don't care about that. That's how much I would buy it for. They would buy our smoke leaf joints. We've made a few of those. And they sell a bunch of clubs and spears. We'll sell them our steel spear. Which apparently they're willing to trade. Wait, what? Yeah, they will buy that, but they don't have the money to buy it. In fact, they have very little money. I guess we'll sell them this Synth 3 t-shirt that we don't want anymore. Yeah, we weren't going to be trading much with them. They just didn't have the money to really make it worth our while. Neme is going to turn on the guest wing. We're nearly done researching geothermal power, which will be quite nice. Yeah, just mining out little bits there, and then looks like James is getting back to it. Takes a while to mine out this, a little bit longer to mine out the steel than it does everything else. Okay, we have an incoming raid. I don't see any guns among them. And it looks like they're coming straight in. So, Neme and Mila to your positions. These are the two people we have who are vaguely competent with shooting. Although I would like a better weapon for Mila. She has an awful quality revolver. Neme, of course, doing fine because she has the charge rifle, which is slowly going to degrade over time. Eventually, we're not going to be able to use that anymore. They're attacking immediately, aren't they? No. Okay, well, we'll stand down Neme and Mila for now. Otherwise, they'll get cranky and just do nothing. That guy has a bow, so they have some ranged, but not much. So they're going to try and bum rush us. So I guess we turn the speed up again until we hear the raid notification. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh wait, no, that was it. Okay, Mila, Neme, get back in there. We might not have time to get all the way to the bunker. We definitely don't have time. The guns are firing already. Now, if that guy blows up the turret, it's going to explode. We do not want that turret to explode. Yep, looks like they just blew up our turret. That really blows. There were components in there that we really wanted. Let's have a look at Raccoon here. James, please capture Raccoon while we have a look at her. Okay, so passion for shooting, cooking, constructing, crafting, and intellectual. We want Raccoon. Wait, what? Neme and Mila are now fighting each other. Great. Awesome. Reason harmed me. Oh, they went from social fighting to real fighting. Okay. Rose, you cannot... Yeah, let's prioritize tending to Raccoon because we did shoot her a bunch with a charge rifle. She only gets herbal medicine. But something tells me she was not gonna last any real amount of time. Now then, prisoner, chat and recruit. You can do some really interesting things with prisoners if you're an absolute psychopath. Like, you know, harvest them for organs and then sell them. Neme just smoking a joint there to cheer herself up. We do allow social drugs in the colony. It's part of the reason we have the smoke leaf. Is because it will allow people to just cheer themselves up. Another meteorite, which was made of compacted salt. You can use that in cooking for certain things. Do you actually need tending? What is your health like, Mila? Yeah, there's nothing there that can be particularly well treated, so you're just gonna smoke a joint. I don't blame you. Health. We will allow self-tending on Mila, so that if she really wants to, she can, you know, set her own broken leg, which she may be going to do. Oh no, she's tending to Bolognese. Let's see, Bolognese. Oh, Bolognese's right eye was removed. Ugh. And I think it was actually Raccoon who did that. So she's got an uphill battle to convince us that she gets to stay. Although we've pretty much already decided she's staying because we want a crafter. And she's got that. So that she will basically sit on the stone cutting bench and these 3 benches. And that'll be her entire life. Let's see what the chances of Raccoon joining us are. Pretty bad, it seems. Yeah, she is a 99% difficulty. Ugh. We may just give up on that and release her. She's not worth the resources. We'll just get a buff to our relations with whatever group she's from. I was mildly tempted to execute her as an example for not hurting my dog. But we'll get a big negative to our own mood for that. So I don't think we'll bother. Yep, the Borum of the Forest, plus 15 relations. Looks like Bolognese is fine now that she's being treated. They expected more from you, -6. They won't come back anytime soon. That's still a lot better than we normally get. We normally get like, you know, -50s. So we'll toggle that power, and then I guess we'll leave people to carry ticking along here. Okay, research finished. So we have our geothermal power. So we're going to come back this way. We're going to want medicine production next on the line. And then, over here in power, we want a geothermal. Ooh, perfect size. We may be able to just get rid of these after this, depending on the power output of a geothermal. Takes 8 components, which is the vast majority of what we have. But from my understanding, they... Oh, Bolognese was incapable of walking, Jesus. Well, she did get shivved a lot and she had her eye cut out. Still really bummed that we lost that turret, which was down to my own stupidity, really. If I'd been... Okay, a group of travelers are just passing by. They're not actually coming to stay. Yeah, if I'd been a little bit quicker off the draw, we might not have lost the turret, and Bolognese might still have our eye. So this is going to take a lot of steel too. Now, thankfully, we have a lot of steel. Yeah, they're doing some cleaning there. I guess we could have ambushed those guys if we wanted to. But it seems like we're mostly surrounded by tribals. Or maybe if we're surrounded by advanced people, they don't consider us worth the effort of trying to attack yet. Still mining away quite quickly. I'll just keep you guys around until we see how much we actually get from this geothermal. A lot of work to build this. A lot of resources went into it and a lot of research. And it's going to... Damn it, Rose. Maybe finish off what you were doing first, Rose. Okay, so this produces 3600 power. These are producing 1700 a pop right now. Our batteries are full. If we deconstruct these, or I think what we'll do is we will deconstruct 2 of them. So we'll deconstruct the wood burner and that there. And the reason we're deconstructing them is that we will get back some of the components we invested, and we don't have many of those right now. We have 11 components now. So we're going to have to try and find a way to trade for those, or maybe produce them. And I think, yeah, we're going to go back into our security here. And as much as it sucks, those 3 components that we just got, we're going to spend on replacing that steel turret. Because frankly, we lack for defenses. Shame that the recruitment was so difficult for woman down here. 99% was, that was not likely to happen. But now that we have that geothermal, looks like our power is still going down overnight. But we have another geothermal pot up here that we'll get when we expand up into there. And at this point, I feel like we kind of almost have enough cotton. Maybe. We'll see. Neither they're making... Oh, god damn it. Prioritize fighting fires. We're seeing a lot of that happen, those explosions. And they really suck. Because they completely drain your batteries. And I think we're gonna have to... despite not massively wanting to, I am going to have to build a power switch here, use another one of my components so that I can turn off the turrets when we're not using them. Okay, so Mila's back to making smoke leaf. And the people will just smoke those as and when they feel like it. And we're finally starting to get our stone blocks produced. So at this point we're back into our holding pattern of just kind of ticking along. So I think yeah, we'll skip forward again, folks, and we'll see what Randy Random brings us next. Okay, so we got a new guy, potentially. Passion for shooting animals and another miner. 22-year-old, a cargo pilot named Max M. Alderman, being chased by outlanders. We're going to offer safety. So he's going to run onto the map, and as soon as we hear the raid siren, we're going to get ready. The turrets are on and ready. There's the raid. Neme. And Mila. In fact, I think we're going to have to sit them slightly outside the bunker here, so they get a decent view of these guys as they come around. Hopefully they don't follow the path he has. Holy crap. This may have been a mistake. We're going to wake everyone up and get them all outside right now. M, you better believe that you are fighting as well. One down. Okay, go melee attack. You too, Stevens. Not assigned a weapon. Gyms. Okay, they're fleeing. Okay, start rescuing our people. No, Rose. Okay, no longer guest beds. We're going to turn all of these into medical beds right now. Stevens. Rescue. James. Rescue. Rose. Oh, nope, that was not what I wanted to do. Game, why? Why you do this to me? Now, we may try and capture one or two of these guys, but oh my god, that was way worse than I thought it was going to be. We're going to need some more graves. Now, and we have... I don't see... Who else do we not have? That's Morgan, Tabia, Zerg, Buddy, and Onion. Yeah, I think... No, there's Neme. I couldn't see her in the dog pile, but it looks like she... Oh no, she just got up. Okay, so... Neme. Health. Allow self-tending. Rose. Start getting that medicine on. James. You two. We have good medicine, so we're just gonna hope that it's enough and that nobody bleeds to death. And we're gonna be in full-blown recovery mode here. Okay, so we're down to our tribal medicine because we just don't have the good medicine anymore. And this stuff is not being well treated. Because Rose is not a doctor. Both of our doctors were pretty heavily wounded. But it looks like we managed to get everyone... Emma's in a mental break. We just got the guy and he's already being a massive turd. Is that a bedpan? Huh. Okay then, so we definitely want to bring our charge rifle back in. Oh geez, people have got infections. Who has the infection? Neme. Okay, so Mila can prioritize tending to Neme, because at least we have a decent doctor who's up and around now. Whole body stoned on smoke leaf. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. It's cheering people up a bit. Yeah, that was intense, but we managed to make it through just by the skin of our teeth. We have a lot of doctoring to get done now. So M is just in a mental daze. He's just going to wander around doing nothing. If he dies to a mental daze after everything we just done to get him, I may just, you know, eat him. I'll just have someone eat him. It's the only reasonable recourse. Stevens. Yeah, you're it. Oh, yeah, you still have a weapon. Yeah, just drop that. Yeah, Stevens is non-violent like Rose. But yeah, if we didn't have those turrets up and running, I think that could have been a very different story. Looks like everyone is back up and running now, so we're going to look at M, the pilot here. We're going to assign him some mining. His crafting is art, apparently. He has a passion for art. So we'll have him make... Well, okay then. I guess that's one last slap in the face from Randy Random after all the nice things he's done for us. Let's take a look at you. How are you doing? You're still starving, but that's because you won't go eat. Acute pain, very tired, very... These are all things that you could fix yourself, M. Cat meat. 164 cat meat. Okay, he's no longer in his psychotic state. So hopefully he'll go eat and cheer himself up a bit now. He's back in the medical bed. Mila's going to treat that infection. And I don't think we're going to deal with it. I think we're going to lose Neme to an infection here. So, Neme, let's get into your work here. You are bed rest. That is it. She is... Oh. She can't do anything now. She's bedridden. We may have lost our best warrior in trade for M. It's been treated. But yeah, no, it's advancing too fast. She's going to die. Well, that's how it goes. It's the first loss we've had here. I am kind of bummed about that. Let's take a look at M here. Honestly, M, don't think you were worth it. Do not think you were worth losing what we just lost. So we're going to dig some graves and we're going to bury our dead. And now quite a few people are going to be upset over that, over the fact that Neme is gone. I think Neme was the first person to join Rose here on here in the Garden of Eden, and now she's the first to leave it. Caravan request, nope. I don't know how to operate the caravans just yet. We'll get to that when we have a colony that's actually established. So yeah, M now helping to mine out the base. Neme needs to be buried pretty quickly. I guess we just won't mention to any of the guests that somebody died in the bed. think there's just enough graves to get this done. Rare thorn brush, there's not much we can do about that. So, I guess you get the charge rifle now, as you're the only other decent shot we have. Mila gets her revolver back. And then M gets an MA's bed. Well, that was a thing that happened. And I guess that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. Thanks for joining me, folks. I'll see you in the next one.